I think sincerity is the key word. I'm moving now from nurse to leader. Key word for leadership is sincerity. A teacher must be sincere to accept that he or she does not know, but ready to research, to search and to research for more information. Students, on the other hand, must respect and have faith that the teacher can help them for their educational endeavor. Teachers and students build up trust for their learning together. This is very important, that we see learning as a process, as our process of development together. We are developing together. And also when you are working towards your thesis, already when you finish classwork, you start on, every one of you are starting on your own thesis. The sharing of discovery, academic discovery, should be shared. Should be shared. So I suggest the professor that you should have meeting among your students, like maybe every 2 months, to listen to each other. What have you discovered in your reading? What have you discovered in your reading? What is the new findings? What is the new findings that you might have found? Or what is the obstacle? What is the problem? What kind of problems you are facing towards your own research? I think every two months, I would suggest that it would be good for the class to come and meet. ไปถึงไหนแล้วลูกจบแล้วนี่นะค่ะต่อไปค่ะ As a leader, there is also a danger of exploitation. That which supports for exploitation, like seniority, this is very much in Thai society, also in Bangladesh society. If you are senior, you can do many things like that. One time in our temple, we offer training for school kids. So in this particular class, they were doing bracelet. Every one of them are being given the exact amount of beads, and each one of them have to thread the beads to make beautiful bracelets. Now the teacher also took this portion to make the bracelets. But then the teacher said, "Oh, I'm too old, I cannot see." So the best student who finished her bracelet first had to do the second one for the teacher. This is exploitation. This is exploitation. The training is meant to develop personal skill. You are asking the students to do, and you are not developing your own skill. What is there? What is you? And it was free. This class was given for free, so that it was clear exploitation. And the teacher could do that because the teacher being seniority, with the seniority telling. And then when the beads fell on the ground, again, หนูไปเก็บให้อาจารย์ทีอาจารย์มองไม่เห็นอาจารย์ก้มไม่ไหว whatever excuse oh I'm too old to crawl on the floor you go and pick it up for me. That kind of exploitation, you see in your circle, you will see exploitation happens with seniority, treating the junior ones. Now higher position at work, you have the boss. If the boss is not careful of this, you will see again exploitation at different level. Seniority in age, now higher position, as higher position. So when we already understand this, when we ourselves are in that situation, when we ourselves are the senior ones, when we ourselves are in higher position, we should not be exploiting our junior ones, our subordinates. Also higher financial status. I see this even in my temple. In one particular wasa, you understand the word wasa? during the rain period. Many nuns came to stay in my temple, and one particular nun, she has more money than others, so she always order special food from outside, and sometimes she share with others. But by sharing with others, she used it as exploitation, so that other nuns should do this for her, you know. So this is exploitation when you have higher financial status. Huh? You see that, no? What did he say? Help me.
He said that the leader for the power, not in the financial, but I'm asking about the financial, who are good financial ability to help them other people.
Yes, yes. And higher social status. In Thailand, very clear, higher social status. We don't have caste name. In our country, we don't have caste system, but class hai. Yes. Class hai. Yes. Yeah? Yeah, so we have class system. In our country, we have class system. And this class system is expressed very clearly in our language. In our language. I don't know. I'm not sure if Thai people are aware of the class system that happened in the Thai language. Thai language, there are 3 classes. 3 classes in Thai language. Yes? ภาษาไทยนะเป็นภาษาที่มีชนชั้นนะ 3 classes. One is language for the king. One is a language for the monk. One is a language for commoner. Right? Agree? Now the king, when a king eats, the king เสวย When a monk eat, a monk ฉัน When you eat, รับประทานกินแดกแล้วแต่ฉันแต่ไม่ใช่ more than three you know that like that some rules yes so language becomes a tool language becomes a tool also a tool of exploitation. You know, if you don't want to respect this person, you use another verb for him. You know, someone who does not recognize me as an ordained monastic will use the word หลวงแม่ไปกินก็แล้วกัน But if someone respect me as an ordained person นิมนต์หลวงแม่ฉันค่ะ You see the shift of language. Very important that you have to know and use properly. If you don't mean to harm others, no. So even a nurse, no, we're not talking about a nurse. We're talking about leader now. We're talking about leader, nurses who are leaders. Now, so the leaders must know how we can exploit people, how we can put people in the right class, or put people below their class, or put people above their class. You know, it is all up to us. Language becomes a tool.
So if it's come to this point, I have a question. If we perform things like that, can it be equality?
Equanimity.
Yes, equanimity or equality. Equality. Yes.
Equality.
Equal. If we want to treat people equal, no matter how high their social status or position at work they are, we have to treat them equally, yes.
Not always. หลวงแม่ไปที่บ้านแพ้วโรงพยาบาลบ้านแพ้ว In one particular hospital that I attended, they put a sign very clearly that they will treat these people before other patients. Number 1, old people. Number 2, monks and nuns. ใช่ไม่ใช่ลูกมันเราให้เสมอเหมือนกันนะ We treat patients equally but then some people need more attention or need priority. They prioritize.
Okay, so it's prioritizing.
Yes, prioritizing this Equality is there, but you need to prioritize. I was very impressed with Roboyaban Ban Pao, the first hospital to actually put Pikuni. If Piku and Pikuni comes, then we are treated before anyone else. That is with respect. This is from cultural base. With cultural base, they treat you like this. You know, old people with severe cases, then you are treated before. And at the airport, Suvarnabhumi Airport, you have priorities for 5 kinds of people. This is the only country. Thailand is the only country with 5 kinds of priorities.
Yes.
Of course, pregnant woman. Yes. You know, there's the sign of this pregnant woman.
Yes.
Now, pregnant woman. Old people, you know, walking with sticks. No? And family with children. And monk and nun. In other countries, you will have priorities, but not monk. But in Thailand, at Suvarnabhumi, you go and see, you know, the seat of priorities with the cover, white cover here, and you will have symbol of 5 different kind of people here. Age old people, very old people, very, how to say, with wheelchair. They don't call disabled, they use a better language. They use a very nice language, how to say, physically challenged.
Oh, yes.
They don't say disabled, they say physically challenged.
Yes.
Physically challenged, pregnant, aged people, and then monks and nuns, and children. 5 categories of priorities. So, so you understand that sometimes, you know, being a leader, you can end up exploiting others easily if you're not conscious. If you're not conscious about your leadership, you could end up exploiting others. Now, we always say ability to distinguish between right and wrong. Strength to maintain and stand up for that which is right. Sometimes, you know, it is not that they cannot distinguish between right and wrong, but if the majority vote for this, you know, you are the minority, you are afraid to show. So you must have strength to stand up for the right.
Yes.
Yes? And you must have strength to resist the wrong.
Yes.
Liquor is achanena. Liquor is not good. Everyone knows drinking is not good. But then if you're in a party of people drinking, you cannot say no. So you take 1 glass, you take the 2nd glass, and by 3rd glass you're drunk. Yeah? Strength to stand up for the right. Strength to resist what is wrong. This is what we need as a leader. As a leader, very important. Number 1, you must be able to distinguish between right and wrong. But then even if you know what is right and wrong, you don't have strength to stand up for the right. You don't have strength to resist what is wrong. Sincerity to accept your shortcomings. Oh, this is great strength. You need great strength to be able to accept, this is my shortcoming, this is my mistake. Very few leaders have this strength. This is moral strength. Moral strength, very important. Moral strength. I remember one time, you know, the Japanese Prime Minister, he came and stood in front of the public and he bowed to say sorry for the 2nd World War. That was a great strength, great moral strength for a leader of a country to say, I am sorry.
We hope our leader of the country can do that.
Oh. So,
Yes.
yeah. So this, you really have to be sincere to accept your shortcomings, to say, I am sorry for what I have done wrong. Ability to provide space for others who know better. To be a leader doesn't mean that you know everything. A person who knows everything is Allah. Only person. A person who knows everything is God. So of course we must have shortcome. Of course there must be someone better than you. Allow the person to come in front. Allow the person to share with you. How can a nation move forward when you are there and thinking that you are everyone? You are not omnipresent. You are not. Yes, yes. So in Europe, when you travel in Europe, I find it's very, very cute. You know, when you buy handicraft, woven thing, that's always a mistake. You find a mistake. And this is an expression of the weaver to say that a perfect job is only that by the hand of God. And because this work is my work, therefore there is this imperfection. That's a beautiful, no? Very beautiful message. Very beautiful message. So I think the last two, the ability to be able, the strength to be able to recognize your shortcoming, the ability to be able to provide the space for others to come in and help you. That is a great leader. A great leader must be like that. ต่อไหมคะ